I'm Jes Fama, and thank you so much for watching this very special edition of Almost Fama. Tonight we are going inside the press room at the 93rd Annual Academy Awards ceremony. That's right, it's Oscars Sunday. So come along with me as we find out what all the winners have to say. Here in the press room, everything moves really fast. So you gotta be on your toes and you gotta be ready. First up was Daniel Kaluuya for winning Best Supporting Actor in Judas and the Black Messiah. This is what he had to say.
Is that gonna live on? I think that's pretty obvious that all our parents had sex, but maybe that's me. Like, what's going on? It just came out of my mouth. I know my mum's probably gonna text me some stuff about that, but she's gonna be cool. She's gonna be cool. Nah, she's gonna be cool. She's just like, she knows, she's got a sense of humor, so we give it to each other, so it's cool. I think there's just more people gonna watch know Chairman Fred's story, man. You know, that's what it's about. That's what this was all about. It's about telling the truth and getting it out there and making sure people see who this man was and what this man did. And what this man continues to give, the fact that I can even stand on this stage with this statue is because of what he did. You know what I mean? So I think it's just that the legacy will continue, and people will want to engage with the story and the film and the man.
Next up, we have Best Supporting Actress Yoon from Menari. I don't know if you guys saw this film, but it was beautiful and she did an amazing job. This is what she had to say inside the press room about diversity and about her role.
There's nothing just happen bang like this. I don't believe that kind of thing. And this award means, well, sometimes it's happy, very happy when you get it. But me, myself, I don't believe in competition, especially in our field, because we are comparing different movie, different role. So it wasn't. I'm just lucky tonight, just luckier than the other nominees, luckier than them. And maybe who knows, it's American hospitality for the Korean actor, I think. Yes, I'm sure it's about time. The sharing different story is, I think it's very nice to understand each other, and we should embrace each other, embrace each other, because without knowing or categorize, we people are categorized like a black, white, yellow, brown, something like that. That's not nice way to just divide like that. You know, I think if we put all color together, make it more prettier. Even rainbow has 7 colors, so color doesn't matter.
Up next is Tyler Perry. He's the recipient of the Jean Hersholt Award this year. Tyler speaks about how everybody should meet in the middle. Here's what he has to say.
Just where we are in the country and the world, everybody's grabbed a corner and a color, and nobody wants to come to the middle to have a conversation. Everybody's polarized, and it's in the middle where things change. So I'm hoping that inspires people to meet us in the middle so that we can get back to some semblance of normal. As this pandemic is over, we can all get to a place where we're showing love and kindness to each other again. I just think because there's so many people that are forgetting is in the middle is where conversation happens, and that's where change happens. When you're talking and experiencing each other, what everybody's going through, and being able to put yourself in someone else's shoes and have empathy for those situations, I think that only happens in the middle. So that's my hope, that more people would just meet in the middle.
Up next, we have Jon Batiste, Atticus Ross, and Trent Reznor for the musical score of Soul. And they talk about the work that they put into this and the work that they're putting into other projects. Take a look.
10 years ago when we did Social Network, which is the first film that Atticus and I worked on, it was such a great experience, like 6 months of the most intense, positive, we just came out of it inspired and re-energized, and it was working in a medium we hadn't done before, and learned so much that we felt like, hey, let's do a Nine Inch Nails record and let's go on tour. And what we've tried to do in the last since then is break it up where we do some rock music, we come back and do some film work. We've just done 3 pretty big film things, Watchmen, Mank, Soul in a row. We should be on tour, but COVID has prevented that, and we are planning on working on Nine Inch Nails material as soon as probably tomorrow. I mean, every project, we try to immerse ourselves in it, and we try to just do the best work we can, and we hope we learn something in the process, and the real reward is doing it and knowing you did the best you could. And I'm not going to say tonight sucks, because it's pretty awesome, but it's not the motivating factor, you know. And for me personally, we're going to wake up tomorrow the same people we were today, you know, we were last week, but it's the process, it's the exploring, it's the learning about this beautiful gift of music and how to apply it and how you can express it. John, that's my take.
I think I learned or reaffirmed the fact that your collaborators, the people around you, the people who you have the pleasure of trading information, as we all accumulate information on the journey of life, and music is life, so I look at them as one and the same, and just kind of seeing how that transpires in the next project you take on, and transpires in the next moments in your life. And this will definitely be something that will resonate till the day I die. This collaboration and working with Pixar, obviously working with Trent and Atticus, the whole scope of it over 2 years was beyond.
I'd just like to add to your point about the very end, how does one feel? What was interesting about this film was it was a film that asked us as composers to reflect on essentially the meaning of life. And when this film landed was at a point in COVID, and I think that one of the few good things about COVID was it was kind of a transformative period where a lot of people were able to look at their lives and examine what is really important and what isn't. I know that was part of COVID for me. And Soul speaks to that. So when you talk about the end of the project, watching that film on Christmas Day with 20,000 a day coming up in LA, it was a pretty moving experience.
Well, I'm excited to hear that Nine Inch Nails are going to be coming back around. One of the best concerts I've ever been to. That's a little Almost Famous tip for you. Up next, we have the winner for Best Song in a Movie, and that is h.e.r, Durst Demille and Tiara Thomas for their song Fight for You.
Well, I mean, I couldn't think of better timing to win something like this. And I was just happy to be here at the Oscars. I was happy to be part of an important film. This film is educating people. I feel connected to my roots. I know more about the Black Panthers because of being part of this film. So the education that it gave me and the history that it gave me is just nothing compares to that. And also, you know, I feel like this is for the people. We're literally saying, you know, as long as I'm standing, I'm going to fight for you. And I've been given this platform and now an Oscar stage to share a message, you know, and to really speak my own truth and to continue to spread the word of our history, what's happening today, and, you know, pain. And what we write is a reflection of what we feel. And that's why I love collaborating with h.e.r and D-Mile, because their art speaks to who they are and what they represent. And so this win means so much to me, for all of us, and for the people. Oh, there's absolutely going to be an EGOT in my future, hopefully. But yeah, you know, I'm also super passionate about acting as well. So you may see me up here as an actress also. And I love musicals. Me and Brandy have been talking a lot, and she's inspired me since she did, you know, a musical. But yeah, honestly, I cannot believe that we're here. I'm so thankful to be standing next to these two. I'm still speechless. I feel like the Oscars are happening tomorrow, and I'm dreaming right now. I'm still pinching myself, so I have no words. Oh my gosh, me just being up there is a message. It's a message to all the young Black and Filipino girls, Black or Filipino, you know, that you can be up here too. You know, what you say matters, what you sing matters, what you play, what you write, it matters. It's a reflection of who we are, and I'm just happy to represent. I can't believe I'm here, you know, so I just hope that there's another little girl out there, or whoever, you know, going, I can do that too. I can be up there too one day.
Up next in the press room, we have the winners for Best Sound in a Movie, and that was from the movie Sound of Metal. This is what they had to say about their win.
I feel like this has overlapped, you know, the two categories coming together. I think this is a good movie to bring it in because we all started together on this journey. I talked to Post while we were shooting the movie, before we shot the movie, and they brought it all the way home from what I recorded. And I think this is a great movie for both categories to be combined. Yay!
Yeah! You said
I feel like really honored and really proud, and of course it's really I cannot believe it yet, but it's amazing, and of course it's teamwork, and also with all the crew it's shared super excitement. I don't know what to say.
I would like to finish what Michelle says. It's a share between a lot of countries.
Yes.
So I think Mexico, yes, we are three, but we have a great French guy. We have an amazing American guy in this other side. And we have a guy from Helsinki, from Finland. No, it's from Finland. I don't know if it's from Helsinki, but from Finland. So we have a lot of countries involved in this project, and I think we are proud of all the countries and all the sound people of all the countries.
Well, I'm really glad that Mexico is part of this team, because Jaime said it's a bigger and broader team. But I'm really glad I was able to. It was developed in Mexico. The whole team came together there, and that's what it's so amazing, and I'm honored about that.
And I don't know if you all had a chance to watch that movie, but I will tell you it did not disappoint. It was amazing, and Riz Ahmed did an amazing job. But for all my metal rockers out there and all my musicians out there, it's a very, very scary thing. So please make sure you wear those earplugs and stay safe while you're rocking out. That's all. Up next in the press room, we have Emerald Fennel. She won for Best Original Screenplay for Promising Young Woman, and I promise that she totally deserved this win. What an amazing character Cassie was, and ladies, if you have not seen this film, and guys too, make sure that you run out and go and see it. But this is what Emerald had to say about her win.
I mean, it's pretty amazing, but it is very heavy. But maybe I just need to go to the gym, or maybe I can use him as a weight. No, it's just I don't know what I expected. I think I've only ever held a pretend one, so it's very exciting. What an amazing place to come from, and it's so supportive of the arts, and there are so many incredibly talented people, and yeah, I think it's just getting better and better, I hope. And yeah, and it's just so exciting this year to see so many, as you say, British people succeed, and just in such a huge international forum. So yeah, I feel very proud and grateful. I think I always hope to make something that people would want to go and see, that even if it's about something difficult and troubling, that it would still be a movie that you would go and watch with your friends or with your boyfriend, and you would talk about it afterwards. And so part of it was that it felt kind of glossy and feminine and poppy, and but it was discussing some very difficult and dark subject matter. So I think probably that is something I will do in the future a little bit, but yeah, it's amazing.
In the press room now, we have Chloe Zhao for winning Best Director, second female to do it. Congratulations. Here's what she had to say for winning the Oscar.
The Howling is for our production sound mixer Wolf, who you saw in the in memorial. We unfortunately lost him recently, and his name is Wolf, and he's the production sound mixer both on my previous film, The Rider, and Nomadland. He's part of the family. So that howling to the moon is for Wolf. My happiest moments tonight is when Fran won. And I think sometimes the people might not know what she had done out there, as a producer, as an actress, and how open and vulnerable she has been, and how much she has helped me to make this movie, and helped out the nomads to feel comfortable on set. And she really is Nomadland. So I'm so happy she got that award. Well, I'm extremely fortunate to be able to do what I love for a living, and if this one helps more people like me get to live their dreams, I'm so grateful for this. I have had a group dinner with Catherine once, and definitely fangirled big time. And yeah, I would love to talk to her if you have her email. Well, I feel I'm very lucky. I have parents that have always told me that who you are is enough. And who you are is your art. So I always try to stay true to myself and be surrounded by really great, supportive, talented people. So I really share this moment with them.
And last, but certainly not least in the press room, we have the winners for Best Movie of the Year. And that goes to Nomadland. Congratulations, everybody. I know how hard you worked. I watched some of the making of this. It was truly amazing and very inspiring. Here's what they had to say.
Well, all of us that you saw today on that stage did exactly the same thing. I think there's a lot of things that changed. One definitely is that I think I need less stuff to live, for sure. I could have just a little fewer things.
Well, I think this is actually, for me, this was the most fulfilling because it was the first time we were all able to be back together in a year or close to it. So usually you've spent a lot of time together through some of this awards circuit, and you've gotten to know a lot of the other people who made all the wonderful films. But this was the first time we got to be reunited and got to see some of the other great filmmakers and the people who made some of the other beautiful movies that were nominated.
It surely was a surprise. I think a lot of us grew up watching the Oscars and have gotten used to that being last. And yeah, it was incredibly fun that they shook it up, and I thought that the producers did a great job making this possible for us to be in person, and the whole Academy. As producers, it's hard to imagine what went into the making of this show. So very appreciative of that.
I'm extremely lucky to be able to do what I love for a living, and if this win means more people get to live their dreams, I'm extremely grateful.
The ability to finish this movie in the midst of a pandemic and then to release the movie in the midst of a pandemic was an Herculean effort, and something that we never obviously thought we would be doing as we tried to finish it up and thought about how we would finish it. But the fact that in that process, it seems that the timing was right, and the story that we wanted to tell and the story we did tell really resonated in a way for people about community and our shared humanity. Felt like it was even a deeper sort of meaning than it might have been had it come out prior to that.
Well, I think is for Asian filmmakers. I think for all filmmakers is we have to stay true to who we are, and we have to tell the stories that we feel connected to. We shouldn't feel like there's certainly certain type of story we have to tell, but it's a way for us to connect with other people. That's why I love filmmaking, and hopefully a lot of the stories, brilliant stories we saw tonight, like Tyler Perry said, that was a beautiful speech, about let's get together and let's stop hate for anybody.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you all had just as much fun as I did inside the press room at the 93rd Annual Academy Awards ceremony. What an honor it was to be a part of the Oscars this year, as different as it was. Was there something that happened that you didn't expect? Was the Oscars everything you wanted it to be this year? Was Best Picture what you thought it was going to be? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it. Until next time, I'm Jes Fama. Be kinder than necessary, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!